what has changed in Nigerian politics. You hear people all the time talk about this party is not doing this party is not doing that. When we come, you see, we're going to change the pattern, there will be no imposition, there will be no this. You've accused APC of imposition. You've accused PDP of imposition. Now you have found your new party, a new baby, a righteous baby, the person that the Messiah, the Savior that will come. What has happened now? NDC says we are the new face of democracy. The Messiah that Nigeria are looking for. NDC said this kind of party is a party that will not be polluted one day. It's a party that God just brought from the womb. What has happened? So dirty. See what's happening in the NDC. As small as they are, they cannot do a program without protest. Look at NDC, who says a coalition to take over from the destruction of democracy by so and so. What has happened? While the Congress was going on, the two presidential aspirants came out and said, we cannot believe this, that you will perpetrate on this. We have been accusing this party of doing this. Now see what we are doing, see what we have done. So that now tells you who is deceiving who. Who is deceiving who? Who is coming to Nigeria to tell them lies? That we're the newborn baby, the messiahs of the time of Nigeria. This is what we want to do. Nigerians have now known, you're all liars. You can't be using us, you can't be deceiving us. You have, I was just watching like this. And I was just, you are shouting, this court said this, this court didn't say this, that INEC cannot say, INEC that they have applied for self-execution, and that, so the law, I was just looking at you. I said, look, until you come to reality, politics is not something you think you just talk. When you come to the field, you see a different thing. Like somebody will tell you, when I come, there will be no corruption. Fine, good talk. When you come, you see the environment. You see how people will fight you for stopping corruption. That is the truth of the matter. So my assessment is that I prefer, from what I've seen, the old parties that are already there are those that have even tested the environment and have known what Nigerian culture is all about.
100, 500, 1,000.
No, with due respect, when you are making an allegation, be specific. So what I'm asking, you cannot say by 500. So which party? Tell us which area, so that one would know. It's not a question of did it where.
So it during their primaries.
Where?
In Edo State. Abia.
Who do accounting?
Okay, hold on now. In Edo State and Abia.
Yes.
Out of 36 states.
Well, those are the ones that we saw online. There's so many more.
No. See, let me tell you. There's no perfection in any system. There's no perfection. If they're looking for perfection, wait for Christ to come. There's no perfection. I am not saying in every football, you can see some element of criminality.
But counting 136.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Wrong.
That's not what I'm saying. You watch what happened in African Cup of Nations final. You watch it. You see, as far as it's made of human beings, you cannot have that perfection. The mere fact that somebody, I have not said here, that there's no rigging in an electoral system. I didn't say so. That is part of the rigging. But that does not mean you can use that to contaminate, to say that our democracy is not working, or people are not putting efforts to make our democracy to work. Even in the American system, people allege irregularities. People allege that they're not comfortable with the counting. You've heard about ballot recount. Why was there ballot recount? People believe that there was kind of a manipulation, even with the machine. Therefore, they needed manual recounting. So all this, what I'm trying to say is that looking at the parties now, of those who have come to tell you they are the new face of democracy, that are people that will give Nigeria the hope that Nigeria requires, Nigeria has been yearning for. We need a new leadership. Does this tell you now that these people indeed are those to give you the leadership you are talking about? Look at it now. maybe you may want to ask me that question. You say, have I been vindicated, for example, about the coalition? Is there any coalition? What is coalition? Coalition means let all of us team together to remove this government that's underperforming, this government that has cancer, this government that has all kinds of diseases that cannot be tolerated. What has happened? The same coalition. One said, I don't trust you people. You will not be transparent. This one moves away. The other one said, no, it's like your leg is not too straight. It moves away. There's no coalition. It's selfish interest.
That's because the certain Bush administration is infiltrating them and not allowing this to happen.
Why not hold on infiltrating you? Why not say, no, I will not be infiltrated? What is it? What you say? Infiltrating you. And you agree to it. Let me tell you something. In 2019, the Senate President today, he was Minister of Niger Delta, my brother, Senator Wike. He came to Port Harcourt. He came to Government House to see me. He said, please, we would want you, let Mr. President Buhari, let him have 25%. I asked him, how do you get 25%? Is it by writing? If it's by writing, okay, give me the paper, let me write. I know that the only way you can get 25% is by voting. Let the people vote, right? He told me, don't you think that only you, I said, listen, I'm not going to jump at here to this place. I will not do that. I was governor, people have come to let me know, join the ruling party. I said, why would I do that? Why would I do that? I don't see any government, any governor during my time that had the kind of opposition I had with the federal government. All of you know, but I never jumped out. I never jumped out. I saw a federal might in 2019 election. I said, no. The moment you are with the people, the moment you are doing what the people want, let everybody, let American marine come. Let American marine come. You will not succumb. If you see, there's a saying that if somebody is looking for an excuse to say because of this and that. No, you've already made up your mind. You're looking for one reason or the other. Look. Joseph wants to be president. His name just wants to achieve that I'm a president. She wants to be president. It's not as if she will do better or he will do better than this person.
Well, I'm not sure you'll be listening to Peter Obi. He says he's going to take the power from 5,000 to 10,000.
How you know someone who can do that?
If he does that.
How you know someone who can fight challenges?
Well, he's been a former governor.
Peter Obi, what is that? Who can do? Look, Peter Obi likes food is ready. Mama put, I don't want struggling. Look, this country, there are challenges. You must have the capacity to face those challenges. It's not when you hear one problem, oh, this problem is too much, let me move to a social place. Look, you saw in PDP, all the governors. Is it not correct? I said, I will not leave this party. They had money, yes, but it's not money. I said, I was not going to leave. Rather, you will leave. Have I left? Have they not left? It's challenging. Face the challenges you have. That's what makes you a leader. That's what makes you a man. Leadership is not dashing you something. That's not a leadership. You remember when I came here as a minister, there was nothing I did not, no abuse I did not get. You take years, Port Harcourt, you can't do it in Abuja. I say it will be done. I'm doing it. Heaven will not fall. In fact, heaven is at peace now. Heaven is at peace. Based on what you see, you must, and that is why look at what the president, you see, we have had governments that have come. Everybody have noticed that this subsidy was a cancer. There's no government have never identified that. Every government, what did you do? Haven't identified this. That where leadership now comes in. This present government has come and has said, this is a problem. We must solve this problem. How do I solve this problem? I must do this. And he did it. There are sufferings. He said, yes, there will be sufferings, but it's suffering that will lead us for progress tomorrow. That is leadership. It doesn't matter. You see, the worst of a leader, if it's got a leader, is somebody who has identified a problem and cannot take a decision on how to solve that problem. They didn't bring you here to just identify problems and go. You are brought here to identify a problem and be able to solve such a problem. There are problems that will be short-term. There are problems that will be long-term to solve. But have you laid foundation to solving such problems? In solving such problems, there could be a lot of difficulties, and which is happening today. But are you going to achieve it at the end of the year? Yes, I'm going to achieve it. See, leadership needs courage.
Okay. Honorable Minister, let's talk about your party, the PDP.
Yes.
You've picked Prof. Sandiono as your presidential candidate for 2027.
Professor.
Yet, this weekend,
yes,
another faction of the party.
There's no faction.
Honorable Minister, let me land.
Yes.
Another faction picked former President Goodluck Jonathan as its presidential candidate for 2027. Okay. So how do you reconcile this in your own party?
Is it that one? Okay, take for example. Do you pick somebody who has not told you that you want to run election?
Did you ask him?
No, what should I? What
he hasn't denied.
Listen.
Have you had any communication with the former president?
No, that's not the issue.
So how do you know?
You don't go and bring somebody to run. Somebody will say, I'm prepared to run and come and talk to you. Nobody sits down ready to say, Ayelebu. I mean, yes, is it Ayelebu? Sorry. Aruleba is the same thing. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it will be our own version. But the message is being sent. Aruleba. Aruleba. Thank you. Oh, better. Now, nobody comes to you. When you hear a politician say, people want me to come out. Nobody wants anybody to come out. Nobody is sleeping inside to come and hit you, come out, run election. It's not correct. Either you have shown signal that you are tested.
So perhaps it showed interest.
His silence. His silence is seen as consent.
Why not wait?
His silence is being seen as consent.
You ask me a question.
Okay.
I'll give Nigerian the opportunity to hear from me. First of all, there's no faction. You encourage factions. You media? You media. Let me tell you why you call it. You see, that's why when you see criminality, when you see something that will cause breach of peace, stop it at that time. PDP, we have been in battles. We have litigated up to Supreme Court. All of you were the ones who said, let us wait for Supreme Court. Let us wait for Supreme Court. Supreme Court has now come out to give a verdict which you appealed against. You lost at the Federal High Court. You went to Court of Appeal. You lost at the Court of Appeal. You went to Supreme Court. Supreme Court now gave their findings. You've come again to talk, oh, that's not what the Supreme Court said. You have not come to accept, my brother. Let us tell ourselves, who are those sponsoring this? Where is Sheima Kende today? APM, right? Where is Bala today? No, please, don't betray this. It's not fair. Don't say APM, PDP. Don't do this. It's not fair. There's no law that said APM, PDP. There's no law. We don't have any party called APM, PDP. So let us not be encouraging things. Bala today is APM, right? If there was such a thing, why would they leave them to go and run election in APM? Who is in the one you got to Akifa now? Which office? Where is the PDP secretariat? Where is the PDP secretariat? Are they been occupying the PDP secretariat? Certainly yes. No secretariat can be in somebody's room. By the INEC guideline, and INEC must know the secretariat of every political party. And the secretariat will be boldly written. PDP secretariat is at Wadata. The leadership of PDP is in Wadata. If you want to transact business with PDP, you go to Wadata. You don't go to anybody's personal house chambers.
Are you taking a dig at Dixon and NDC?
No. I don't, see, this is you are the one. You are the one. No. With due respect, NDC has a secretary boldly written. Whether somebody must own the house, somebody may rent it. That's what I'm saying. That is NDC. So I don't say I'm taking up Dixon before you introduce another chapter. Now, the court has given judgment, and we are there. Transacting business. You see, we're going there to buy farms. There's somebody, a criminal somewhere. Why have they not sued me up to today? Now, people will say, oh, we can stop them. I owe a duty not allow breach of peace in this city. I owe a duty to protect lives and property. I owe a duty to make sure economic activities thrive without molestation. If people have written to me to say, look, we have done our congresses as allowed by law. We are hearing that some people want to use our name again to go and hold Congress. There's no two PDP. It's only one PDP. And recognized by the electoral umpire as created by law. Any party or what is called faction, if you have faction, it is what they call faction. If you have faction not recognized by INEC, too bad for you. Too bad. Because at the end of the day, you will submit the names of your candidates to INEC. At the end of the day, INEC will provide for you nomination forms to give to your candidates. Right? Where did they, you saw PDP, where they are doing congresses, all the states. Where did you see these people do congress in any state? Where they want to ratify Jonathan's, did Jonathan ever one day say he will run? Okay, take for that. When Sanjono was given the subject, he spoke. Did he not speak to a hearing? Mm-hmm. Did you come by proxy? What are we talking about? What are we encouraging? If Jonathan is a former president, with due respect, people should respect position. People should respect age. You do not, whether Jonathan is interested, is not interested. In Nigerian politics, we don't see you, sir, in Nigerian politics, in our pattern, we don't see you as a candidate by body language. Nobody knows a candidate by body language. A candidate is the one who was an aspirant, who has aspired and have contested, and who say, you have won, results have been declared, therefore, we issue you certificate of return. It is not by, we are going to ratify Jonathan. Where is Jonathan? Has he spoken to you one day? So people should stop. Some people are those you should arrest. Police should say, listen, you are causing crisis in our polity. Don't do what you are doing. These same people are in court now. I heard of appeal, their matters on the 3rd of June. Why not be patient? We here said, we will take laws into our hand. I will not allow any breach of peace in this city. I will not allow it. I owe that duty. You cannot be causing crisis. You cannot. If I've allowed them to use that, people can come there to attack them. People can come there to fight. And then you say, there's a problem in Abuja. Where's the problem? When I've known that you want to cause the problem, I owe a duty to stop you causing that problem.
All right.
Leo. I was alluding to your role in the government, the federal government, and then back in Rivers State, you formed the Rainbow Coalition.
Right.
Now, recent events in Rivers State,
yes,
where the incumbent governor withdrew,
yes,
have thrown a lot of concerns about how the Rainbow Coalition will arrive at a compromise candidate for the governorship.
Okay, let me just tell simple. And that's why you should respect us in Rivers State. I think we should be a test case, people should go and learn. Don't forget about whether you hate me or not. You used to hear rivers of blood. You will make money out of it. Media houses, front pages of newspaper, rivers of blood, this and this. Now you're not hearing that, you're not happy. There will be no rivers of blood again. All those things have died. What have we done? What's the Rainbow Coalition? We have sat down to citizen. What is governance all about? It's not about party. It's about the people. How do you make the people to feel in part of governance? It's not about one man takes it all. We're able to sit down and say, listen, which are the two dominant parties in the state? It is PDP, it is APC. Whether anybody likes it or not. APC. What do you mean? We're talking about fresh animal, you mentioned crab. What do you mean? How can we talk about the party politics, you talk about APC in Rivers? That's unfair. Oh my God, we're not talking about former, we're talking about the party on ground.
Article says you don't own the votes of the people in River State, that the APC will do well.
Excuse me. People influence votes by the respect they have for you and you have for them. People have seen what you did while you were there. I sit here, it's not that when I leave FCT. You will be my witnesses, you will be my ambassadors.
But that was the time when APC was nothing in Port Harcourt.
That's what was. No, that's what I'm saying.
You called it a council.
Listen, no, listen. Yes. No. Listen to what I said. Abadi was one who said that PDP is sick, this and so well. Yes, I agree. As at that time, what PDP had was malaria. I prefer malaria to cancer. So people should now, you don't just
serve in an APC government.
No, what's wrong with that?
What's not wrong? You are PDP.
Why not hold on now? Bala was APP when he came. When you get there to serve, you are not serving party. You are not going to serve the people. But you must have a vehicle to carry you. So all message. I think the problem we have had in our state is that we are talking about, I am a member of PDP. I'm now governor. So anything I will do will be with PDP people. We said, no, we won't do that again. All of us should sit down. As I speak to you now, mark it. We are almost 27. We have done our homework to know. There will be some people in APC, there will be some people in PDP in certain positions, be it elective and appointive. Hold on, let me finish. It's bothering you. That's why tell your politicians to come and learn from us. We are not a school. How do you manage this? How do you do it? That's why you should learn from us. It's not to envy us that we are sitting down to say, APC, you are here. PDP, are here. Okay, APC, why don't you take this? PDP, why don't you take this? Labour, why don't you take this? Then we are all together. As you are doing appointment as governor, you are not appointing APC or you are not appointing PDP. You are also appointing Labour. There's peace. It's no longer you take it all. Because, so, no, you see, you must know your peculiarity, your problems, and be able to solve those problems.
Did you pressurize him live?
Did you know? If I were you, ask your boss, you want to ask questions. He's the moderator. So now, you cannot see. You are hearing all these things. Problem. There was no election, we're waiting for the voting material. Mm-hmm. Did you hear that in Rivers? Because the coalition met and said, listen, we can't do it this way again. Let's do this way. Do you know that the state assembly, all the 29, all are coming back. Some are being promoted. But that will not be taken by one party alone. That will not be taken by one party alone.
Under Wike.
No, it's not under Wike. Listen, which state do you come from? Huh? Ondo. No wonder there's crisis there. No wonder there's crisis in Ondo. Look at how they are fighting. In Rivers, you won't see that. You see, in Rivers, in Ondo, didn't you watch it? They are not killing themselves. In Rivers, didn't you see anybody killing themselves? No. Peace has come.
Wait.
Now you are talking about the government. Let me tell you.
Hold on.
Did you stop him? Did you pressurize him?
No, let me tell you. Ordinarily, if not, some people can fall to Satan's temptation. Don't give Satan the room to tempt you. It was only Christ that survived Satan's temptation because he was backed up by the Creator. That is what is going to happen for his word to be fulfilled, right? Be careful. Don't allow Satan to tempt you.
When is the coalition picking a candidate?
Beautiful. See, that's why when I like good questions, I answer it very well. I don't want questions that will not help Nigeria. But let me leave it for them.
Combine both,
Yes,
sir.
let me combine both. Now let me tell you. Why we are not choosing who, we still have time. Our ears on the ground. We are watching. Do your homework. Let us see who has that more support, who has more appealing to the people. Amongst you, as you are here, I want to use you as the people like Congo and Rainbow. You are the candidates of various segments that make up the Rainbow Coalition. So we allow you, not sentiment, because you're all part of us. So at the end of the day, say we have done that of Assembly, National Assembly, but governorship by August, we would have known. And everybody would sit down. I would say, what's your name? Adetutu. It's Adetutu, but it's not you in Liverpool. Adetutu, it is you that will choose. Nobody here will complain. Because they know, as Adetutu is going, she's not going to sit down on herself alone. That's why people have problems. If she's not going to sit down and look, I'm not representing myself and my party. All of us put our heads together in order to make sure everybody is carried along. That's why you are not hearing noise in Rivers. Now,
if you choose her running mate,
no, who?
Hajime Adetutu goes.
No, but no, look at the way we work. Having starts with everybody. We ask questions. Where do we likely to go for running mate? We'll go to left. We'll look at those in left. But you must be a member of the Rainbow Coalition. You must be.
All right.
So I will help you. Arise, don't worry. I'll help you. Now, so that you know that you are coming from somewhere. People always have this misinterpretation that when you are coming from somewhere, they will tell you what to do. No, it's guidance. You see, when once you are in a position, that's the problem people don't understand. People sat down. People agreed that Sumner should be and go. What people want is, look, I left as a governor. There are legacies. Our vision was that we should be able to compete with a Lagos state. Right? If we cannot compete, let it be at least, if you can't, after Lagos, it should be Port Harcourt. You have a line to say, look, this is where I want our state to get to. And we try to guide you that, look, you are staying away from what we have said. When I was governor, you must hear River State. Yes. Is that not correct?
Your template.
You must hear River State out, both nationally and locally. I don't think that is. I was a governor, not just a governor. When I come into the governors, they know a governor came in too.
You were in charge.
It's not about awarding contracts. No. That what is there that this is the governor that understands the governor.
Can the governor join your coalition?
Ordinarily, he should be a member of coalition. Ordinarily, he should. Right. Because you see, as at that time, there was no coalition. But it is the same group that brought him.
Okay.
Now, under PDP. But we felt that no, it's not serving well. Let us, expand by making sure it will involve other political parties. And so if anybody now is being brought to be the governor, for Christ's sake, don't look at it. This cannot happen in Sokoto. We are not Sokoto. This cannot happen in Edo. We are not Edo.
So the Lagos political template you
want to replicate.
Okay, if it is their own, if it is helping them for stability, why not take that for your own stability of your state? If that can cause stability, why do you want the stability? Why don't you want where your state is moving forward? What is wrong? I see what Mgbeke is doing. It is good for his corporate body. And I'm in another corporate body. What can I say, Mgbeke? How do you do this that it is working out? Right? And Mgbeke tells me, see this was you have to. I may not take it hook, line, and sinker. I may take it and make some amendment to suit our own peculiarity. But I've gotten something from Benga. And today, everybody saying, oh, Wike is there. It's not. In River State, we don't do political party. We do for interest of our state. We may use a political party as a conveyor belt, as a vehicle that will carry us. That's why I can tell you the next governor that will emerge as governor of River State, you will see the difference is very, very clear. And let me tell you, let nobody make mistake. In River State today, we're not talking about whether President Tinubu will win the election. We're talking about how do we mobilize our people, the number we want to send out to say, these are people who voted for me. If anybody tells you that we are thinking whether Tinubu will win, please let the person forget it.
All right,
it has been taken. What we are now doing, our sickness now is what number will he get?
And you're saying that you're going to deny 10%, but to Atiku and others.
No, I didn't say get me well.
Yes,
I didn't say I would deny him. Yeah. It's not to me. I say he will not get because he has nothing to offer our people.
All right, Honorable Minister.
He said you don't own the votes of Rivers people.
People influence votes. If he cannot influence votes, we do influence vote. But look, I was council chairman. Nobody has beaten that record. I was council chairman. He should know. I was national president of the entire local government in this country. He should know. When he was the VP to Obasanjo, he should know. I came in there. I was the minister. I made sure the government in power never brought their successor. He should know. He was there then. He knows. As a governor, I was opposed to the federal government. He knows I stood firm. As a governor, I told him that since you don't want equity, fairness, and justice, you won't win in my state. Did he get the 10%? No.
Honorable Minister.
And since we have seen that he's a man that does not believe in equity, he's a man that does not believe in justice, he's a man that does not believe in fairness. All he believes in what him. Today, Nigerians are saying, look, allow the South to complete their tenure. All he wants is, no, we can't do that. Because he wants him. That's why the people are saying, you won't also get the 10%.
All right, Honorable Minister, thank you so much. And I think you should be establishing a school of politics at this time in Nigeria.
If you can provide some course.
And well, I mean, it would be good to actually learn from you. Honorable Minister, I have two key questions. One of them has to do with the lessons you have learned from this politics generally and the tips you will share with your former political ally, someone you worked under, Prof.Mgbeke. Atiku Abubakar is searching for a vice presidential candidate. What kind of tips will you share with Prof.Mgbeke, considering your own experience after the PDP primaries when Atiku won? Then secondly, sir, there's a subsisting judgment, a court judgment as of Friday, Court of Appeal in Rivers State, which nullified the Tony Okocha-led APC working committee.
Let me start from here.
Has that affected the chances of Kingsley Chinda?
Can I start from there?
Yes, sir.
That's why I've said, I'm sorry to use that word.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to derogate you people.
Don't use it.
No, I will, for the public. Sorry. Is that what they call investigative journalism? Is this still there?
Yes, there
is. Is this still there?
Very well, and we do that every now and then.
Have you read the judgment?
Well, the reports are there. We haven't got a CTC yet.
Hold on. It's not even, you do not read the judgment, not to talk about certified true copy.
We are waiting for it.
I can bet here you didn't read any one line. All you read is what somebody put in news. And we should be very, very careful. Let me tell you what happened in that matter. There was supposed to be a Congress to elect executive of the party from the world, local government, and the state. Some people went to the state high court to get an ex-party order for the Congress not to be conducted. This, you know. These people now went and appealed against that ex-party order. That, no, you are wrong. You cannot interfere in the internal affairs of the party, this and that and that. Because you know, you are wrong. Go back to the state high court and let the state high court hear the matter. The matter has not been heard. How can you not say nullifying congresses? They referred the matter back to the State High Court. Unfortunately, the judge that started the matter had died. The judge from Opopo. So we know what happened, but that's not the point. I'm just trying to put you to know what happened. It's not, when you read this thing, you say, who is putting this thing? Bring the document. For me to be able to educate the people. Okay, assuming they're not conceding that nullify the Congress, the state executive does not conduct primaries of governorship, House of Assembly, and National Assembly. It is the National Working Committee that organizes it. If it was delegate election, where it was the state that conducted, even the state does not conduct, it's in national, but that superintended it, then you can say that those delegates that voted for these people is here nullified. But here is a direct primaries. Every member of the party go and vote. It has nothing to do with state. I say assuming they're not considered. So people should learn that. Every time they churn out this story, and that's why I say, look, we're in political period. Be careful. If you see, it's just like me. When I heard about this woman and the motor show, I didn't go to town. I said, no, let me get the judgment. And
You
read
have
it.
the access. Sometimes we ask for this CTC.
No.
They don't give
It's
it.
not correct.
Till now, even the
You have
PDP
a-
case,
can
we
I
are still
tell you-
asking
can
for
I
the
tell
CTC
you?
now.
Okay, pay us now. you see, that's what they call the investigative journalism.
We
You
are
see,
trying, but the
listen,
institutions
you
are not
You don't
helping.
want to see, let me tell you, all over the world, information is key. How you get information is immaterial. What is material is the relevance of that information. That's not stopping you as a media person, whatever your organization can do to go and get the information. When they get the information, you see how people will begin to respect you. People say anything you say is authentic. Yeah. You may have spent money to get the information. I don't need to teach you this.
We do that.
But if
institutions
you have
don't
a judicial,
even when you do FOI.
it's not correct. That's why they hire me. So that I can make some money from you too. Hire me. So let me tell you, you have a judicial department, you have a legal department. For Christ's sake, you have a legal department. You can't tell me that as lawyers, that as a judgment of the court, they will not find a way to get the judgment. It's not correct. It's a public document. The moment the judgment is released, it is released. What happens is that some people, when they go to court, judgment is being read. The one they can copy, they can take. They just take and then put. Meanwhile, you've not read fully the whole thing before you now come and to say the same. That's why it is difficult for me to comment on judgment so that they have been nullified. What are the reasons for nullification?
So
What
all
and
those
what was
headlines-
nullified?
All those headlines were wrong.
As far as what I'm trying to say, I'm not saying we are wrong. What I say, when you don't see some people commenting, they want to really see the judgment. Okay. Right? Like what you said about the university, that's what I said. You didn't read it. You've not seen it. You only read what somebody put in. And you see, some of us, politicians, we have our own friends who can say, they give to you, they post it. That's why you see sometimes in your social media, Obi has won here, Obi has won here, you will not allow the entire result to be, now first of all, even when you say somebody has won here, by the time of collation, that result may be cancelled. One thing, for example, in the unit there, that result may be cancelled. Why? Look at kind of mutilation. What is this? Now you have already carried the result. As far as social media is concerned, you've already carried the result that social person has won. 7,000 units. You've seen 50. You have concluded the person has won. You don't know whether he won in areas that have support for him. You don't care about that. So that's the when you talk about tips about Amiji is my brother. I served as chief of staff to his government. And when I saw that he was running with, I saw the setup. If he had called me, I would say, don't run there. It's very clear. He cannot get transparency or due process.
Are you still friends with Amiji?
Huh?
Are you still friends with Amici?
Why do people like people to be enemies? Why do you, so is it joy for you that we should be enemies?
Because you said if he had called you. That's why I'm asking. Are you still friends?
No,
I've also
listen,
called him.
No,
Why
no,
didn't you call him?
No, no. See,
And Honorable Minister, why are you so invested in an APC case? You are PDP.
that's not what I'm saying.
facts
Here.
of the
You
matter
asked
in
me a
this
question. He asked a question.
No, you are PDP.
Are you fighting your colleague?
Yes, I am.
Okay, face him now. Hold on. Your colleague asked me a question.
Yes.
It will be unfair. He asked question. First of all, there's no law that says I shouldn't be knowledgeable. Let me tell you. And that's why I can comfortably challenge any party. When I see anybody in party A as a head, it's not me who will preach that. Go and preach it to others. Because I know, take for example, when I saw the setup in ADC, I saw the remark there. I laughed.
Why?
Let me tell you why I laughed. You know, when you have worked with these people, when you have played with it, you know who is who will do what. That setup was Atiku setup 100%. I cannot, see, you can't set trap for me. You cannot. We know ourselves as politicians. Who told you that kind of structure will give you transparency? Who told you that kind of structure will give you free and fair election? But I think my brother made a mistake. He was too much in a hurry. He was carried away by people who are shouting, this government is not doing well. They did that to lure all of them, to give credibility. These are people that will fight the government. It's not that they are coming as a coalition. No, I said from day one, no. And Obi, saying that, my brother, I was thinking that I will have opportunity here. Here, every area has been tied. It's for Atiku, totally. And so they laid that gem down, and everybody entered. Look, when I was running, the Mark was the chief electoral officer.
Yes, 2022.
Do you understand me?
Yes.
He was chief electoral officer. Respected former Senate President 8 years. Former senator for more than 12 years. Right? By electoral regulation, fairness, campaign activities. You said campaign activity will stop so time. You called out all the aspirants to come and talk to the delegates. Every aspirant came. I spoke, and then Tambo spoke last. Then we are now going into a vote. You now come up again and say there's an announcement. What was that announcement? I thought maybe the man is stepping down because of e-health. Or I can't continue because the kind of wave I was carrying was too much. Maybe you didn't witness it.
We did. We watched it.
I was there myself.
No,
I saw how.
That you had when I was addressing the people. When they saw Kanu, they said there's danger. Now, they now called Tamboa back. He came, said, my dear brother, I hereby step down. I thought at that point it's okay. He now said, vote for my senior brother. Then, the chief electoral empire, did not give us another opportunity. Now that he has said, vote for my senior brother, I would have come out to counter that. I would have done that to counter that.
To divide Tamboa's votes.
So, but it has happened. So I know them. I know everybody there. Now look at them. You see, Benobi. Benobi was following P2B everywhere as insurgent leaders, if you are watching. Benobi can never leave Atiku. If you know the relationship, people you just see people, you just say, it's a lie. Obi left, Egu left, the Benobi left. They would never. Now, when you see in a committee of certain people, I see the heads, I see the tail, I will tell you, hey, this is a trap. Don't go there. So I bet you, they preached to him transparency. That's why he was, I suppose, I believe, that's why he was angry.
If he's offered VP, should he accept?
I don't know.
Or is
No.
approached?
Our turn is not for VP now. Our turn is for presidency. That's the sad turn. By 2021, we are going to the north. See, even though when you say for a purpose of development. No, I'm winding up. This question is very important, very, very important.
Yeah.
When you say, look, we agree there will come a time when people will not be talking about zoning. But whether I like it or not, as we are today, it will be too difficult now to say no, simply because one man does not want it. But see, entire Nigerians have bought the idea that, look, this is too complex of a country. Be careful when you say it should not be zoned that way. Now, to tell you everything, so I mentioned you didn't tell me, my brother, I would have offered why you are the one who wants to shoot me.
Honorable Minister, maybe it's too late for that now. Too late for any advice at this point.
For advice?
For him, it's too late.
Wike is
Advice to,
Amechi.
look, let me tell you, even if your articles say advice, what will help you?
All right.
Yeah, because you want to win, but it's not win. There's no win everything there now. Nothing to win. See, ADC believes. Let me make this general statement. There are this theory that, oh, they're not to back up. Let me tell you the mathematics. We are not kids. We are not, okay, let me leave it. We know. Also, you know, there are also some people here who also want to be president in 2031. So you don't just come and think that, oh, the people are fools. There are people in the APC who are also putting themselves, preparing themselves to be president in 2031. So you think that they want Atiku to come and sustain them? Who does that? So when they can't decide, also can't decide. As it is today, South-South, Atiku will not get the required percentage. South-West, he will not get.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister. Maybe our time is up, colleagues. Adetutu. How's it been?
It's been good.
She lost.
And of course, from Sumner as well.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Some of the local contractors say, please pay them. Don't be focusing on the bigger contractors alone. Like CCE.
Please no response.
No response.
No, it's good to respond. You see, anything you say on live television, and if you don't answer back, it will mean that it's correct. I didn't know that it is you they complain to. But I do know that we pay local contractors. But if a local contractor that went to where directors are giving you contracts, I will not pay. I am the one superintending the FCT. Any contract I must know. So let nobody play me that kind of, you call it wayo in your place, the wayo you call it.
Yes.
Trick. Okay,
Thank you. All right.
Let's see. I hope there will be guarantees against falling out. I hope there will be guarantees against falling out if eventually the Rainbow Coalition chooses the compromise governorship candidate for it.
But there will no fallout.
Right.
No.
You know Keller, you also know so that they don't begin.
I don't know them fully. Let them tell you.
Exactly.
I tell us what happened to Mubarak.
Oh, no, he traveled. He's coming back. He's a member of the coalition. No, don't make that mistake. He cannot go to any place. Yes, he may have made his mistakes. Does not mean that he doesn't want to correct the mistake.
Okay.
And once he comes back now, he will join.
His share is at the table.
No. I think he called me before he traveled. He called me, so everything's working out well.
No questions, but